Alright, so this video, you might have already seen it. This is from that video that got fucking deleted by YouTube because YouTube sucks big fucking hairy monkey balls. So, anyway, check out this clip, it's pretty funny. And then after this clip, I'm going to talk about Halo 5 a little bit, just to make fun of that shitty game. Anyway, so I'm shooting this guy with the focus rifle and I'm fucking him up. He's dead. But right before he died, he used his plasma launcher to fire a couple of heat-seeking sticky grenades at me. So I'm in hot water. I'm thinking, oh shit, oh shit. So what I do is kind of crazy, and it actually worked. That grenade got stuck on this pole here, but the other one's coming straight at me. So what I did was I sort of sprinted in the direction of the wall as it was coming at me, and it fucking stuck right there instead of to me. And I did like this crouch jump thing over it, and I got fucked up real bad, but I fucking lived. Crazy shit. So yeah, you might want to use that strategy one day. Although I probably got really lucky, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, yeah, what I wanted to talk about was Halo 5's popularity. Now, just before anybody starts freaking out, just because of a game's popularity, whether it's really popular or hardly popular at all, doesn't necessarily determine how good the game is. I know there's always exceptions to every rule, so this doesn't apply. Just because a game is popular doesn't make it good, and just because a game is unpopular doesn't mean it's bad. To give an example, there's that Grim Fandango game. I think it was released in 1998. Yeah, it wasn't very popular, but it's actually a pretty decent game. And yeah, it came out in 98, I believe, or around that time, so it had to compete with the likes of StarCraft, Metal Gear Solid, Ocarina of Time, you know. So, yeah, good game, but didn't sell very well. And then you look at games like Call of Duty, and those games are fucking garbage. Absolute fucking garbage coming out of someone's asshole into your mouth. Like, that's how shitty it is. But they sell like fucking hotcakes, you know? Like, goddamn. I actually was just checking out the Call of Duty Black Ops 2 online population, because according to the Xbox Live most played games, Black Ops 2, which came out at the slightly after Halo 4 back in 2012, yeah. It came out like a month or two after Halo 4. And that game is one of the most popular Call of Duty titles. And on the Xbox Live Most Played list, Black Ops 2 is apparently number 14. And Halo 5 is apparently number 19 right now. And I looked at the numbers because they would... I'll talk all the shit I want about how Call of Duty sucks ass, but I will say this, at least they have the fucking balls to put their online population numbers on the fucking game when you're searching for matches. Like, come on, 343, you guys are some real pussies. What's the matter? You don't want everyone to know that your game is unpopular? You don't want everybody to fucking make fun of the fact that Halo 3 and Halo Reach were played online way fucking more than your shitty Halo games? Is that it? If that's the case, then I can't blame you, because that is really fucking embarrassing. Because it's bad. If you saw Halo 4, oh my god. Like, the game started out with a few 100,000 people playing it online. A couple weeks later, about a month or two, I can't remember, boom! Fucking, it went from hundreds of thousands of players to like 30,000 players. Especially once Black Ops 2 came out. Which is a shame, because I would actually argue that Halo 4, as shitty as it is a fucking better shooting game than dumbass Activision's Black Ops 2. Anyway, after that, with Master Craft Collection and Halo 5, 343 became giant fucking chicken shit pussies and refused to put the population numbers in the game. Apparently that fucknut John Holmes, Not the porn star. Josh Holmes, the douchebag who recently left 343, that guy made the argument that players focus way too much on those numbers. That's why we didn't include them. It's like, well, yeah, of course we focus on those numbers. They tell us what playlists are popular, you dipshit. We don't want to go to a playlist that has 0 online population and sit there looking for a match for several minutes. That's fucking stupid. That's a waste of time. That's an inconvenience to the player. It's nice to see the population so we know which fucking playlists are filled with people that we can actually fucking play with. You jackass. Let's get real here, guys. They took the population counters down because they're embarrassed at how little Halo players are playing their fucking shitty Halo games versus the Bungie Halo games from back in the day, like Halo 3 and Halo Reach, which always had a shitload of people playing them. Long after they launched. Long after they launched. Like Halo 4 and Halo 5 may have had over 100,000 people playing them on launch day and the following weeks, but shortly afterward, a few weeks later, a few months later, boom! Population dropped significantly by like 10 times the number that it originally started with. Like, I'm serious. These games went from like 300,000 people online to like 30,000 people online. And now look at Halo 4. It's only got like 3,000 people playing it tops. Sometimes it's only like 1,000. It's a fucking joke. Reach here at least maintains around 6,000 to 10,000 depending on the time of day. So obviously Reach stood the test of time better than Halo 4, but I already proved that in another video I did. But yeah, Halo 5, when it first launched, I might have said this before in another video, but I'm going to say it again because it's funny. When Halo 5 first launched on Twitch, it was played less than Battlefield 4. It was played less than Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. It was played less than the Uncharted Collection. It was played less than Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. Like, some of those fucking games are like 2 to 3 years older than Halo 5, and they were still more popular on Twitch than Halo 5 was on its fucking launch. The first week of Halo 5's launch, it was less popular on Twitch than those other fucking games I just mentioned. Think about that for a second. That means nobody really gives a fuck about Halo 5. So anyway, the online population for Black Ops 2 right now is about 37,000. So, you know, it's Friday night. So that's probably about as high as the online population gets. So 37,000, not too shabby. But like I said, it's number 14 on the most played Xbox Live games right now. Halo 5 is number 19 right now. So the experts and a lot of people who are trying to figure out how many people are playing Halo 5 exactly in its online population. People are curious because, you know, 343 are too pussy to put up the number themselves. So experts have determined that it's around 20,000 people that play Halo 5 right now. And Halo 5 is, going on 2 years old? It's a year and a half old now, roughly. Getting close to 2 years old. And it's managed 20,000 people playing it, basically. So that's not too shabby. Reach averages around 10,000, so it's doing better than Reach. But don't forget, it's a lot fucking newer. 343 is really trying to push that game. They made it practically fucking free not even a year after it came out with the Firefight Faggoty Warzone update. So you got to take that in consideration. Also, Halo 5 is free right now on the Games Pass, the stupid-ass Game Pass thing that Xbox is doing right now that's totally not worth it. So yeah, yeah. Also, you got to take into consideration that Halo 5 is one of the only, it is probably one of the better exclusives on the Xbox One. Not that there are that many exclusives on the Xbox One, let alone good exclusives. Like, I really can't think of any good exclusives on the Xbox One. I mean, what do you got? You got Sunset Overdrive. It's like a faggoty, cartoony, discount version of infamous Second Son. You got Rise, Son of Rome, which is basically a discount Arkham Batman game with fucking quick time events. It's sad to say that's probably one of the better fucking that's probably the best Xbox One exclusive. Isn't that fucking pathetic? And then you got Quantum Break, which is a fucking joke. It's kind of a broken game and it's boring as shit. I mean, granted, they tried to do something new by making like a TV-based show kind of game kind of thing. The way they did it kind of has never been done before in gaming, but it still sucked balls. So, bad game's a bad game, you know? And then you got Forza Motorsport games. Those are decent racing games, but really? You're going to buy an Xbox One for a fucking racing game? Like, fuck that. Then you got Halo 5 and Gears of War 4, which, for reasons I've already stated several times in the past, are the shittiest versions of their franchise. Like, Halo 5 is the worst Halo game by a long shot. Or at least the worst AAA mainline Halo game by a long shot. Same goes for Gears of War 4. It's the worst Gears game by a long shot. Especially considering microtransactions are in Halo 5 and Gears of War 4. That really hurts those games. Like, if you took that away, I wouldn't talk as much shit as I do. Anyway, so Halo 5's online population is pretty shit. Especially when you consider that, you know, Halo 3 and Halo Reach, those games, when they launched, they sold like almost 4 million copies in their first fucking week of launch. Like, they were popular. Even fucking Halo 4 sold a shitload in its first week of launch. Granted, though, it sold on hype alone. Once everybody started playing it, they started to realize that it wasn't nearly as good as Halo 3 or Halo Reach. So that's why the population for Halo 4 dwindled so quickly, unlike Halo Reach and Halo 3. Like, Halo 3 stayed super popular for like 2 years. Halo Reach stayed super popular for almost the same amount of time. But, yeah, what are you going to do, right? 343 makes a shitty Halo game. That's what's going to happen. Popularity for it is going to dwindle quickly by comparison compared to, you know, the Bungie Halo games. But, yeah, I forgot what else I was going to say, but, yeah, I just wanted to point that shit out, that Halo's fucking dying. It's not fucking dead. It's still around. They're working on Halo 6. But it's fucking dying. I mean, the online populations and the popularity and the sales are been basically cut in half. People are fucking not interested, man. They're getting the fuck out of here. But like I said, popularity doesn't necessarily determine the quality of something. Like, just because Halo 5 isn't as popular as Halo Reach or Halo 3 doesn't necessarily make it worse. What makes it worse is, well, not the popularity, but the shit that's in the game. Like, no split screen, no local area network, the Call of Duty fucking mechanics, the noob-friendly gameplay, the short, terribly written, horrible-to-play fucking single-player mode. It's basically an online-only game. The only thing you can do in Halo 5 offline is play the shitty campaign by yourself. Fuck that. No one's doing that. Seriously. There might be like 3 people on the planet right now doing that. Microtransactions, the content is weak as dog shit. I mean, look at Reach over here. You got this fucking game, and it came with all this nice shit on launch. Halo 5? No. So, anyway, fuck Halo 5, fuck 343. Those guys suck balls. They don't know what they're doing. Which is why I play Reach and Halo 3.